super in tune, which is the hardest thing. To play those double stops in tune perfectly is really difficult, and people through their professional careers struggle with playing those double stops in tune. Phenomenal job. So, you looked up once. At the very end, you looked at her. So I'm guessing you're the one that was saying, we're stopping now, right? So, turn the stand around.
He's done this
Play
before.
the first 4 bars.
From memory.
Okay, take a second and look at it again. Now play the first 4 bars. It's all in there. I just watched you do it. It's all there. Just trust yourself to know it, and don't worry about making a mistake. But play the first 4 bars. Go. Good. That was it.
Awesome.
Yeah. You looked down into the back wall, and you looked down the whole time. So you have it memorized. Looking down is not good. It's not there. The floor doesn't have your music. Look at each other. Move together. Breathe together. Don't stare at each other because you start giggling, and then it's down. But look at each other. Let's move as one unit. Because right now you're 2 people playing something. It's synchronized. You're playing together, but you're not really playing together. You know what I mean? So look at each other, play together. All right. So you started out looking at your fingers. They know what to do. Trust your fingers. And there's nothing you can do to stop them. They want to do something different anyway. So, trust your fingers. Look at her. You were looking at her, and then you went, you were searching for your music. You know it. You know the first 4 bars. You've proven it. Even if you mess up on bar 3, not a big deal. First 2 bars is fine, but look at each other. Next step is we stare at each other, and then it's giggles. But look at each other. Trust your fingers. Okay, good. Now, move. You're like statues. Move. Have fun with this. Dance a little. Okay, a little less like statues, but still statuesque. So, try again. Right. Better movement, just the same. So I know the double stops hurt, and I know moving while you play them makes them more difficult, but don't worry about, they're in tune. You've proven you can play them in tune. Now throw a little bit of that care away and move. Dance, you know what I mean? So an audience will be more engaged if you are doing something. It has to go with music. It can't be like tapping your foot at weird beats. But if you're moving, if you're engaged physically with what you're doing, besides the audience will go, oh, this is neat. It's a wonderful piece. It's a great work, and you're playing it stunningly. But so much more can be added by the connection between you two, and the obvious dancey interplay that violinists do so well. So, don't be so careful with the double stops, but move. Go. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to conduct the half note with your scroll. So conduct her with your scroll. Okay, good. So what the result was, you were swaying. And that's a start, right? It's something. Your scroll was there, which is a sign of your solid training. But ever watch violinists perform? Like when they're in this setting, a professional violinist, will move. My favorite example of this is the Orpheus Chamber Orchestra. It's probably, oh man, 15 years ago. I watched them perform, and there was this sprightly young woman sitting concertmaster. And then no conductor, music's memorized. And I kid you not, she moved, her head almost touched the floor, and she came up, and you went downbeat, and and you're like, wow, that's movement. And everyone went, ooh. Because that's it. So when I say conduct with your soul, it's only an exercise to get you to move. And it did, you're a little bit of swaying. But the more you can move, the more you can draw your audience in with it. And the more you can apply that movement to this piece, which is awesome. What do you know about Mazas? Anything? He writes awesome music, good. So figure out what his deal was. Right? And I'm not a violinist, and I don't know the violinist literature that well, but figure it out. Spend some time figuring out what he did. It seems to me that music is very passionate, and you could do a lot more movement. So turn the stand around. And you have 2 minutes. Go ahead and play the first 30 bars or so. But move. But look at each other. Should be easy, not easy. So it was easy to see, right? When you had those accompanying eighth note figures, it was kind of hard. You were pretty still, and then you switched, and you went, oh, this is melodic. I can move, and you moved, and you were like, oh, right? You switched roles, and that's part of it. Work on that. Play on that. Thank you. Very nice job.
Yay.